Hi there everybody, it's Verity here from inkybutterfly.wordpress.com. Thank you for joining me today. Right, so today I'm doing a colour challenge which has been posted on Facebook. So these are the 4 colours that I'm working with today. So we've got Daffodil Delight, Mint Macaron, Pacific Point and Night of Navy. Okay, so those are the colours, which something a little different. And what we're going to end up with, apologies for the state of my grid paper, I've already made a sample and it kind of got a bit messy, so it's because we're going to be doing some watercolouring with those colours, and this is what I've made. So another version of it using the same colours, but I'm changing a few of the elements just to make it look a little different. So this is what that's what we're going for, and so we used the 3 colours for the watercolour. And then brought in the Night of Navy with the embellishments and the sentiment. Okay, so that's what we're aiming for, and the products we're using are the Pattern Play stamp set, and the sentiment is from So Sentimental, and the coordinating Stitch So Sweetly, which you know I absolutely adore. So those are the things we're using. Just going to bring in some of the Fluid 100 watercolour paper. This is in the Stampin' Up catalogue. And what I'm going to do is just give it a bit of a spritz off to the ear so it doesn't go all over my bench. The paper's wet. It just helps with the whole the blending of the inks, etc. So if you've seen me do this kind of technique before, you know that I make myself a palette by pressing, well, I say pressing, it's just touching a stamp block onto the ink to make myself a little palette. I've already got the Pacific Point, it's a very strong colour, so I don't need very much of it. And then same with the Mint Macaron. Don't have to press hard at all, just touch it to the ink pad and it picks up that ink beautifully. Okay, so it will bow a little bit, but once it dries it'll be absolutely fine. Just going to grab a wet, just going to wet my brush. I'm going to start with the lightest colour, in this case the Daffodil Delight, and I'm going to bring that in from the top. Of course you could put this ink wherever you want. I'm going to put a bit down the bottom this time as well. Okay, so no particular rhyme or reason to it, I'm just going for it. And then we're going to go for the Mint Macaron. It's quite a pale colour. Once it's on, don't want this to blend too much just yet. Okay, so I'm just going to flit about in between where those colours meet, and it always, this kind of thing always looks a little bit ropey until it sort of dries back a bit. Bring that a bit further down there. Yeah. The Pacific Point is very pigmented, so you don't actually need a great deal of it to start moving around on your paper. So it's very little has gone on there. Just going to bring in a touch more water on there. That's caused a bit of splatter, but actually that's alright. I didn't do that on the other one. The more water you have, the more the colours will merge together. So and move around. The danger with this this dark colour does, you do have a risk that you're going to drown out your other colours. So I'm just going to bring in a little bit more of that mint macaron, just to make that appear more. Bring that into the yellow a bit, just to, that yellow is quite bright against those other colours. And actually bringing in that from the corner there. So there we go. That's basically done. I've just got a I've got an old muslin cloth that I use for all this messy crafting. Look at the state of it. But it's perfect for this kind of work. Oh, that might be shaking the camera a bit, sorry. So I'm just dabbing off the excess water so that it dries a bit more. Oh, that's picked up a bit of ink into there, but that doesn't matter. All adds to the effect. So that's going to take a while to dry, so I've already prepared another piece that's ready to go. So I'm just going to move this out of the way. You can already see how that's, because I've taken away a lot of the water, that's going to dry back so much lighter than how it started out. So that's that. Just going to put that off to one side. And bring in this piece. This piece I've already done, dried. I'm just going to move, I need to move these inks out of the way before, just going to use my dirty cloth to clean those blocks and just move them out of the way. You can put those in some, oh, I've now got beautiful green fingers. Look at that. Okay. Now I can tell someone's been crafting. Okay. So that's our background layer. So this is larger than my usual card fronts. So I'm actually going to trim this down. And there's quite a lot of yellow on there, so I think we're going to trim down from the yellow portion. And take off that top bit. Of course you can keep those pieces. This is being cut down to 5 3/4 by 4, which is what I normally use for a card layer. And I'm just bringing in some scrap paper because I'm going to add these details. So what I've basically done is where the yellow was, I've gone over with the yellow ink pad and all the way along, matching the colours up with that pattern. But instead of using that one, I'm going to bring in this chevron pattern instead, just to mix it up and have another look on things. So we'll start with the daffodil. Light tapping onto the ink pad, and we'll start working our way down. I'm not particularly lining this up, I'm going and I'm doing them at various, they're not all the same position inside the card. I'm just going to put a little bit in this corner where there is a little bit of yellow, and then I'm going to put a bit up here where there's some yellow. That's probably just one is okay up there. So that's how that's shaping up just now. Just get my chamois out, give that a wipe, and then we'll move on to the mint macaron. Same again, there's not a ton on the left hand side there, but we'll bring it right in like so, and then we'll bring in this on this side. Okay, shaping up nicely. Just a bit of fun, just a bit of using stamps and ink in a different way. And then a little bit of Pacific Point, so let's go that's the way across there. So how dark that colour is compared to the others. I reckon we can fit just one in there as well. Okay, looks grand, and that looks lovely. It's amazing how adding all the details suddenly changes the appearance of a card. It's quite interesting, and the way they dry back as well. How see how dark that colour is, compared to how the background is dried back. Going to sneeze. Excuse me. Okay, leave that to one side just for a sec. I'm going to bring in the sentiment, which is from the same set, the So Sentimental set, but instead I'm going to do Your Friendship is a Blessing. Bring in a scrap of cardstock, light tapping on the ink pad, and stamp that down. Doesn't matter if it's not straight because we're going to die cut it. Okay, really nice font on those. Let's give that another wipe. And rather than using the label shapes from the coordinating die set, I'm going with these lovely scalloped rectangles. I forgot what they were called then. Go back to school. It's because I've been playing with the triangle set as well, so I just, for a minute I was going to say triangle and then realised they're not triangles. Just going to run that through my die cut machine. New die cut machine is coming soon. Can't wait. It isn't available to order yet. It's coming, as in coming soon. But I haven't ordered one yet. We can't order yet. But it's on its way. Cannot wait to get my hands on that. Okay, and what I've already done ahead of time, if I can pick it up, it's slipping away from me. Oh, it's stuck to my desk, 1 second. I've already die cut one slightly bigger in Night of Navy. So that's going to layer together like so. Just going to use my press and seal. Getting better at using that now. I've actually used a full cartridge of that now, so I think I'm getting used to using that. So it's going to be pressed on there, and of course it's going to go on with some dimensionals. There we are, and that's going to go there. Right, need a card base, and I was just looking to reach for one and I haven't got one, so cut one on camera with you. So A4 card, A4 Whisper White, thick Whisper White. Slide it in and on the long side score at 5 7/8. You could flip this round, you could score it the other way on the long edge, and you get a book fold card, but I like the tent fold. So if you want a tent fold, you do it like this on the long side score at 5 7/8, and then turn it to the short side and cut at 4 1/8 of an inch. Right, I'm not a metric person, so if you're reworking in metric, it's about 10.5, and scoring at just under 15, so probably 15 would probably do. Okay, and then this one is going to be just a hair wider than it should be, but the trimmer is more than happy to take that little hair of a strip off. and take that away. So now I've got 2 card bases ready to go. So when you've got a score line like this, so it's going in on this side, can we see? Come on, camera. Camera's not gonna play, but the score line is going in here, and then you fold away from that score line. Okay, you get a much crisper finish on your fold if you fold it that way. If you do get a few fuzzies off your trimmer, then one of these nail blocks files that away, no problem. Okay, so this new adhesive is stronger than the snail used to be. I would never have used snail to stick down watercolour paper, but this is so much stronger. But I am putting plenty on. The heat of the tool to dry it and the water just make it warp slightly, so plenty of adhesive. You can obviously use your wet adhesive, which will give you a much firmer bond, but I found on my other ones the stamping seal has stood up well to this kind of thing. I'm just going to give it a good press over the top of there as well. Make sure that's well and truly stuck down, and then only thing left is to add this and some little rhinestones. Now, did you notice on the original sample, all that fits just nicely there, doesn't it? Just put that there. Sorry, I was trying to concentrate on getting it straight. That looks nice. I really like that. So did you notice these rhinestones are blue? Okay, so the clear rhinestones can be coloured with our alcohol markers, our Stampin' Blends markers. So I've got my Night of Navy, my Dark Night of Navy marker, and I'm going to use the brush nib and just gently rub over those, and you've got coloured rhinestones, just like that. Brilliant. You can colour white ribbon, pearls, all those kind of things. You can colour to whatever you want. And now I'm going to just use my Take Your Pick tool to lift those off the backing paper. They don't take long to dry because the alcohol just evaporates away. So a water-based product wouldn't dry on this non-porous surface, so you want the alcohol markers really for this technique. So just using this spatula to lift those gems off that backing sheet. That's stuck to my finger, so we'll just go with it. There we are. And then this one more. So odd numbers, I usually go with 3s, but for this one 5 was nice, as long as it's an odd number. And there we have it, a nice watercolour background using some different colours. I wouldn't normally have chosen, I'm not really a yellow fan anyway, to be fair, so it's not a colour I go to a lot, so when the colour challenge has yellow in it, it forces me to use it. So but I'm quite liking that result, and the original was equally beautiful. So there you have it, guys. I hope you liked that. Different ways to use all your products. As always, there will be a blog post for these, which I will link in the description below. I'll also have some quick shop links straight to the the key products that I've used to make the card, but all the products will be listed in the blog post. So if it's not in the description, go to the blog post and you'll find them there. There'll also be a link to the shop front, so you can go and browse for whatever you want as well. And there's also some information, well, there's a link there to if you fancied looking at joining Stampin' Up. That's all there. Just a reminder that during July we do have our bonus days promotion going on, so for every £45 you spend, or multiples of, you will receive a £5 voucher to spend in August. So that's lovely. Okay, just bear that in mind. And also, if you are going to place an order, if you can quote the hostess code, if your order's less than £150, and if you quote that hostess code, you'll get a thank you gift in the post from me. I do appreciate your company. Thank you very much. Have a really, really great day. Stay safe. Still a bit of funny times going on, isn't there, really, as things start to open up. But do take care, and I will see you on here again very soon. Okay, take care everybody. Okay, bye.